Guitar strumming and guitar picking are two fundamental guitar techniques that can bring life to your chord progressions and to the songs you're learning. By combining them, you can add texture, rhythm and melody to your playing, making it more interesting for both the listener and for you. For this beginner's guitar tutorial, you're going to use four very common basic guitar chords: G major, E minor, C major and D major. Now some of those chords can be played a few different ways, but it doesn't matter how you play them for this tutorial. Whatever you use is fine. So let me show you the one simple picking pattern you're going to need, and for me this strumming and picking pattern combination was a real game changer. It really did add so much more life to my playing, and I'm sure it's going to do the same for your playing. So first of all, this pattern is all done in one bar. I mean, obviously it's played over and over again, but the actual pattern, the strumming and picking pattern, is all done in one bar. And it's all done in common time, or 4/4 time. And 4/4 time is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 beats in a bar. And strumming, which is kind of the first part of this technique, is basically when you sweep your guitar pick or even your fingers across several strings, allowing you to play the notes of a chord all at the same time, giving you that really nice full rhythmic sound, which is really great for accompanying yourself when you're singing. And you're going to do this strumming part for the first 3 beats of the bar. And let's keep this really, really simple. We're going to play just down strums, just like this. And we'll do it just with the G major chord. Okay, so as I said, 3 down strums in common time, in one bar. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can hear, 3 beats and then it's a rest. 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. So that's the first part of this strumming and picking pattern. And that's 3 down strums of the first 3 beats in a bar. Now let's have a look at the picking part. Picking, compared to strumming, involves plucking individual strings, and it can be used to play single notes like in a melody or in a lick. But what you're going to be looking at is playing single strings within a chord, one note at a time, one string at a time. And this is known as an arpeggio, and to get really technical, it's arpeggiated chord playing. And when you combine strumming and picking, this is where you can create a really richer and more varied sound. And this is how you're going to do it. So you've just strummed the first 3 down strums. You've just done this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Right, you've just done that. And what you're left with now is a beat to fill in. So we're going to stay with the 3rd beat of the bar, because what we're going to do is for the last 2 beats of the bar, we're going to split them up. And we're going to be doing this. So a bar is going to now be 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So the last 2 beats of the bar have now been split up into half beats. And the picking part will happen on the and, for, and part of the bar. And it's on that and, which is where you're going to stop strumming and you're going to really take control of this, your guitar pick, your guitar plectrum. And for this single string picking pattern, you're going to be doing up strokes. Okay, you're going to be playing up, right? Whereas with the strumming, we went down. Now with the picking, we're going up. And what you're going to do is, the first is going to be on the high E string, all right, the thinnest string, or the first string. And the second, which will be on the fourth beat, will be the B string, and then the 4 and will be the third string, the G string. And as you can see in the guitar tablature, that the notes that you're playing are the same as the notes in the chord. You're not doing anything to the chord. This hand isn't doing anything. You're not moving this hand. Keep the chord fretted. It's this hand, your strumming hand, that's doing all the work here and giving you that lovely picking sound. And by the way, if you don't know how to read guitar tablature, there's a link to a short beginner's tutorial in the description down below. And those 3 notes, the and, 4 and, will sound like this. So you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So and, 4 and 4 and. And as I say, you need to have a bit of control over this as you go up, up, up. See, I love the contrast between the strumming and the picking. With strumming, when you're doing this, I think there's more relaxed feel to it. But with the picking, you need to make sure that you're playing the right strings, you're not speeding up. You need control over this thing here. One thing you want to make sure is don't hold this thing too tightly. Don't grip it. Don't hold so tight that your hand goes white. Otherwise you get this. That horrible sound, which can be pretty grating. On the other hand, don't hold it too loosely, because you might not hear the strings, or alternatively it might just fly out of your hand as well. And this kind of rhythm guitar playing, I think is going to greatly increase your strumming hand's ability to pick strings and to control the plectrum as well while you're playing. I think it's really going to improve your strumming hand's abilities all round. So here's how it sounds, the strumming and the picking, when I play just a G chord, an open G major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Isn't that beautiful? Very simple, but very effective. Yeah, definitely. Strumming and single string picking together is a thing of beauty. So G, E minor, C major and D major are the 4 chords I use for this tutorial. And if you need help with those chords, then check the link below for full tutorials for beginners. Now the thing is, even though this chord progression has 4 different chords, one thing you've got to remember is that the pattern that you're going to play is always the same. One pattern to rule them all. Or is it Ryle? And so you're going to be going strum, 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 pick, pick, pick. Strum, 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 pick, pick, pick. Alright? And it doesn't matter what chord you're playing. It doesn't matter what this hand is doing, right? Your fretting hand. Your strumming hand will be doing the same thing all the way through. And as I said, strum, 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 pick, pick, pick. So you'll be strumming the chord and you'll be picking the exact same strings. But you will need to get from one chord to another chord pretty smoothly. And you know, I've got some tutorials about chord transitions. Check them out after you finish this lesson. But these are beginner guitar chords, G, E minor, C and D. And even if you've been playing for 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, you've got to actually be playing these chords regularly to get better. Don't just learn the chord and think, okay, I know the chord, and then move on to something else. Use those chords. You know, learn the chords and work on it. And this strumming and picking combination, I think, is really going to push you into making some really clean chord changes. And you know, as you practice this on your own, do it slowly. Really take your time. And using a metronome, and you can find many online metronomes to play along to, it is going to help you. And you could keep it at something like 60 beats per minute. I think that's like 1 strum a second. Or you could go lower, 30 beats per minute, 30 beats per minute, to give yourself even more time. But I think I'm going to shut up now and get on with this chord progression. So on the screen is the progression that we're going to play through. And don't get worried about bars 9, 10, 11. And you can see that it's half a bar of C, half a bar of D, half a bar of G, and then half a bar of E minor, and then half a bar of C and half a bar of D. Don't worry about that, okay? Because, as I said before, the pattern is played for the complete bar. So you will strum C, C, D, pick, 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 G, G, E minor, pick, pick, pick. Do you know what I mean? So you'll be still doing the same 3 strums for the first 3 bars, and then you're going to have and 4 and up picks. You know, strum, 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 pick, 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 C, C, D, pick, pick, pick. It's the same all the way through. I'm going to play through this a few times, so why don't you grab your guitar if you haven't got it already and play along. And we'll keep this pretty slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So well done. Now these are really great chords, G, E minor, C, D. They're great chords, they're great beginner guitar chords, and they sound even better when you jazz them up with this combination of strumming and this single string picking technique, this arpeggiated chord playing. And it'll do wonders for your playing. It did for mine, and as I said before, I know it will for yours. Also, try it out with other chords that you know. This pattern will work for pretty much everything. Keep at it and don't give up. Hey, check out these other lessons here in the single string picking series that I've got. And why not subscribe, give us a like, and thanks for watching, thanks for joining me today. Happy strumming and single string picking.